So I just got the sniper tower, and if I had to rate patrol boat and missile tower, I'd probably put them in like A tier. But the sniper, let's just say B tier is like right below the A tier. I'll probably put it in B tier because like good, but at the same time it costs a lot of money and it's not fire rate isn't too terribly, but it's still a really good tower. So let's just get into the showcase. So on placement, it costs 425, and we'll be going the top path, which for the first upgrade on the top path costs 400, does faster reload time and more range. The next upgrade does more range and stealth detection, which this is what I was talking about. No matter what path you go on, it's gonna have stealth detection, which I think is really good to have. So it's kind of like the rocket launcher, kind of in a way. And the next upgrade will cost 2,600, does 20 more damage and faster reload. The next upgrade will cost 3,600. It does 63 damage, Engore bullet resistance, which I do not know what it does. Reload time does become slower, but it does more range. Which I also like to say the top path is much weaker than the bottom path. Well, actually, it's basically the same, just the bottom path does like 4 more damage per second and is much more faster. And I'm pretty sure it also has more range, so that's why I'd recommend it more. But that's just my preference. You could obviously go the top path or the bottom path, it doesn't really matter. Basically almost the same thing. Also, I'm still using the same map because it's like my favorite map. It's also a hard map, so like, get more cash for what you're doing. Also, the next upgrade will cost 16,250. Does 188 damage. Reload time goes up. Range goes to 34. And Pierce does 3. Which I think that actually means armor. So it does more armor damage, I think. And the bottom path, it does now 200 damage. Now 215 damage. Now I'll be showing you the bottom path of the sniper. First upgrade costs 1,000 and does 20 damage. Next upgrade costs 1,900 and does 35 damage. Next upgrade it costs 300. Oh wait, my bad. 3,550 does faster reload time and more range. The next upgrade costs 6,250 does more damage and more range. And the last upgrade will cost 15,000. Does 100 damage. Reload time comes slower, but only by 0.25. Does more range, and the ability is flare. The top path does faster reload, more range, and self detection and more range. Which what his flare ability does, basically just shoots up. I don't know what it exactly does though, but it doesn't buff him or anything. All I know is just shoots flare up. Also, I'm still using the same placement, like a really good place. No point to really not use it. We did try intern mode, but well, it didn't go too well. We lost multiple times, so we just decided to go with easy. Which, if you'd like to know some placements, you can place it like right here. Which this placement is made for the bottom path, which will allow it to do multiple damage, so it's more support with missile trooper and the boat. This is where I recommend placing it, but back here's also a good spot, but over here is just overall better, or damage. I do not recommend going for the top path on over here because it just has less range, so overall it's just better to go through the bottom path. You're gonna place it over here. So that's the end of the video, which I did forget to mention one last thing. The tower does cost 2,000 cash, but in my overall opinion, it's a good tower to have. That's the end of the video. Have a good day.